Welcome to this first failure of me recording myself in my room, telling you guys what to do if you want to be successful in crowdfunding. So what I want to talk to you about today is about finishing the product before launching the campaign. So I've been talking to a couple of artists and also creators and managers of crowdfunding campaigns that previously have worked on not only campaigns but also on the marketing side of them. And what we all agreed upon was that it's a good idea to finish the product before you launch it on Kickstarter. The first good reason why you should do this is because then you have a dummy to show. So an actual product that you can put on the Kickstarter campaign but also show on posts on social media. Not only shows people that the product is already finished and there's a reason to trust you, but at the same time you get to find out all the quirks, the size of the product, you know how many pages you realistically can promote on social media, because sometimes we estimate a product to be that big but in the end it turns out to be quite different because you forgot something or until you finished the book or the comic or whatever it is, so much more happened and maybe you created more content or changed content. And having something there for a dummy is the first good reason to do this. And the second reason is because it takes off the pressure. You might start out from a certain passion, and while you start working on this, it actually can become a total torture. It becomes something that you rather have to finish because you promised it to so many, and it also means that you will lose something in the process of it. I remember there was this one guy who created comic and ended up burning up the entire stock of it, all the rest, because he couldn't deal with the pressure. So while you might have started this from a very good place where you wanted to share a story with people who are following you on social media maybe, or you just want to stick it up to your dad because you want to show him that the art in the end pays off anyway. It also can just become something that is just an absolute drag to make, and you don't want to do that. And the third reason why you should do this is because, well, you give yourself a kind of an assurance that you can pull it off. You might start out with pure motivation and this idea in your head that you can pull that off. But if you actually have checked on yourself and if you really made your homework and not only have the product ready, but then maybe you can also just be focused on the marketing side of things, then you end up realizing that it was a good idea to do this before, and this gives you confidence. Confidence is something that is drawing a lot of attention. So if you want to draw people to your campaign, you can prove to them that you thought this through just by all these little signals that we give off when we are confident about something that we're pitching to people, if you really believe in your product. So while these were only 3 of these ideas, there are plenty of more, which I will continue to tell you along with other tips about crowdfunding. And I hope you find them as useful as I found them useful while I realized that I did everything wrong before these, if that makes sense. Until next time, have a good one.